Gentle climbers, the story of the koala. High in the eucalyptus canopies of eastern Australia, a furry gray figure moves with deliberate slowness from branch to branch. The koala, with its distinctive round ears, black nose, and perpetually sleepy expression, has become one of the world's most recognizable and beloved marsupials. Yet behind this iconic image lies a complex story of evolutionary adaptation, ecological specialization, and modern conservation challenges that few people fully understand. An ancient Australian legacy. The koala story begins millions of years ago in the unique evolutionary laboratory of Australia. As the continent drifted away from other land masses, its fauna evolved in isolation, giving rise to the remarkable diversity of marsupials that characterize Australian wildlife today. The koala, scientifically known as Phascolarctos cinereus, belongs to a family called Phascolarctidae, which once included several species. Today's koala is the sole surviving member of this ancient lineage. Fossil evidence suggests that koala ancestors were much larger and more diverse than their modern descendants. Some prehistoric koalas were as large as sheep, roaming the ground rather than dwelling exclusively in trees. As Australia's climate shifted and forests changed over millions of years, the koala lineage adapted to become increasingly arboreal and specialized for life among the eucalyptus trees that would become their signature habitat. The name koala itself comes from the Darug people's word gula, meaning no drink. This Aboriginal name reflects one of the koala's most remarkable adaptations, their ability to obtain almost all their water needs from the eucalyptus leaves they consume, rarely needing to descend to ground level to drink. Masters of arboreal life. Every aspect of the koala's anatomy tells the story of millions of years of adaptation to life in the trees. Their powerful forearms and hands are equipped with long, sharp claws that function like natural climbing gear, allowing them to grip bark and branches with remarkable tenacity. Each hand has 2 thumbs opposing 3 fingers, providing an incredibly strong grip that enables koalas to sleep securely while clinging to vertical tree trunks. Their dense, woolly fur serves multiple purposes beyond mere insulation. The gray coloration provides excellent camouflage against eucalyptus bark, while the thick coat protects them from temperature extremes and helps repel water during Australia's variable weather patterns. The fur on their bottom is particularly dense, creating a natural cushion for their long hours of sitting in tree forks. Perhaps most remarkably, koalas have developed one of the most specialized digestive systems in the animal kingdom. Their digestive tract stretches up to 2 meters long, with an enormous cecum, a fermentation chamber where beneficial bacteria break down the tough, toxic eucalyptus leaves that form their exclusive diet. This process is so energy-intensive that koalas must sleep 18 to 22 hours per day to conserve energy for digestion. The eucalyptus specialists. The relationship between koalas and eucalyptus trees represents one of nature's most extreme examples of dietary specialization. Of the more than 600 species of eucalyptus found across Australia, koalas regularly eat only about 30 species, and individual koalas typically feed on just 2 to 3 preferred species within their home range. This pickiness isn't mere preference, it's a matter of survival. Eucalyptus leaves contain varying levels of toxic compounds, and koalas have evolved an extraordinary ability to detect and process these chemicals. They can actually smell the difference between safe and dangerous leaves, often spending several minutes sniffing potential meals before making their selection. Young koalas must learn which leaves are safe to eat through a rather unusual method. Baby koalas, called joeys, consume a special soft feces called pap, produced by their mothers. This substance contains the essential gut bacteria needed to digest eucalyptus leaves and helps transfer knowledge about which leaves are safe to eat. Without this crucial bacterial inoculation, young koalas would be unable to process their toxic diet. The koala's relationship with eucalyptus trees extends beyond nutrition. Different tree species provide different benefits. Some offer better nutrition, others provide superior shelter, and some are preferred for their softer bark that's easier on climbing claws. Koalas demonstrate remarkable knowledge of their territory, often traveling along established routes between preferred feeding and sleeping trees. Social structure and reproduction. Contrary to popular belief, Koalas are not solitary creatures. They maintain complex social structures based on scent communication and territorial behavior. Adult males establish territories that may overlap with those of several females, marking their boundaries with scent glands located on their chests. These territories are defended through a combination of vocalizations, scent marking, and when necessary, physical confrontations. The koala's vocal repertoire is surprisingly diverse and powerful. Male koalas produce deep, resonant bellows that can be heard over a kilometer away. These calls serve multiple purposes, announcing territorial ownership, attracting mates during breeding season, and maintaining contact with other koalas in the dense forest canopy. Reproduction in koalas follows a pattern typical of marsupials, but with some unique adaptations. After a gestation period of only 35 days, the tiny joey, about the size of a jelly bean, makes its way to its mother's pouch, where it will remain for the next 6 to 7 months. Unlike many marsupials, koala pouches open backward, which initially puzzled researchers, but makes perfect sense for an arboreal lifestyle, preventing joeys from falling out when mothers are climbing. After leaving the pouch, young koalas spend another 6 months riding on their mother's back, learning essential survival skills including which trees to climb, which leaves to eat, and how to navigate their arboreal highway. This extended period of maternal care is crucial for survival in their specialized ecological niche. Facing modern challenges. The gentle koala faces unprecedented challenges in the modern world. Habitat loss represents the most significant threat, with land clearing for agriculture, urban development, and mining destroying vast areas of eucalyptus forest. Unlike more adaptable species, koalas cannot simply relocate to different habitats. They depend entirely on specific eucalyptus species that grow in particular soil and climate conditions. Climate change compounds these challenges in multiple ways. Rising temperatures and changing rainfall patterns affect eucalyptus trees, altering the nutritional content and water levels in leaves. Extended droughts stress both trees and koalas, while increasing frequency of bushfires destroys habitat and directly threatens koala populations. The devastating 2019 to 2020 Australian bushfires killed an estimated 8,000 koalas and destroyed millions of hectares of koala habitat. Disease also poses a significant threat, particularly chlamydia infections that can cause blindness, infertility, and death. Urban pressures expose koalas to additional dangers, including vehicle strikes and dog attacks, as they're forced to travel on the ground between fragmented habitat patches. Perhaps most concerning is the species' low genetic diversity, a consequence of population bottlenecks and habitat fragmentation. This genetic bottleneck makes koala populations more vulnerable to diseases and environmental changes, reducing their ability to adapt to new challenges. Conservation efforts and hope. Despite these challenges, dedicated conservation efforts offer hope for koala populations. Wildlife hospitals across Australia treat thousands of injured and sick koalas annually, while research programs work to better understand koala ecology, genetics, and health needs. Habitat restoration projects focus on creating corridors connecting fragmented koala populations, allowing for gene flow and providing safe passage routes. These efforts often involve planting specific eucalyptus species preferred by local koala populations and protecting existing mature trees that provide essential resources. Advanced technologies are revolutionizing koala conservation. GPS collars and acoustic monitoring help researchers track koala movements and behavior, while genetic studies inform breeding programs and population management strategies. Drone surveys and thermal imaging enable more accurate population counts and help locate koalas during rescue operations. Community engagement plays a crucial role in koala conservation. Citizen science programs train volunteers to monitor koala populations and report sightings, while educational initiatives help people understand how to coexist with koalas in urban and rural environments. The future of Australia's icon. The koala story reflects broader themes in conservation biology and the challenges facing specialized species in rapidly changing environments. Their extreme dietary specialization, which allowed them to thrive for millions of years, now makes them particularly vulnerable to environmental disruption. Yet koalas also demonstrate remarkable resilience. Despite facing numerous challenges throughout their evolutionary history, they have survived climate changes, habitat shifts, and population bottlenecks. Their story reminds us that conservation success requires understanding not just individual species, but the complex ecological relationships that sustain them. As Australia continues to develop and change, the future of koalas depends on our ability to balance human needs with habitat protection. This means not only preserving existing forests, but also ensuring that development occurs in ways that maintain ecological connectivity and protect the specific eucalyptus species that koalas depend upon. The gentle climber of Australia's eucalyptus forests represents more than just a charismatic marsupial. Koalas embody the unique evolutionary heritage of an entire continent. Their continued survival depends on our recognition that protecting koalas means protecting the intricate web of relationships between trees, soil, climate, and wildlife that characterizes Australia's eucalyptus forests. In saving the koala, we preserve not just a single species, but an entire ecosystem and the millions of years of evolutionary history it represents. The story of the koala continues to unfold, and its next chapters will be written by the conservation choices we make today.